Hey, fight fans, look back to Carl Prusa MMA out here, Beaufort Brawl 6, winner of the main event, and now third amateur title to his belt, Mr. Trig Tennant. Very impressive first-round victory out there, man. Got to find your home gym. Took out a very game opponent, an undefeated guy. Was able to get that takedown relatively quickly. Walk me through that moment when you were able to take him down there.
It's just the same thing we practice every day with Will. I was actually just back here right before going out, and he was throwing that same kick at me, and practice blocking it and taking the guy down and doing the same exact thing. So it's kind of just all in the repetition and showing it when you're under the lights. So.
You know, when you had him down there, when you found the position, you got the mount, you're able to land some very nasty ground and pound there. Walk me through those closing seconds.
You know, that was just being mean. It's something I've always wanted to do. I kind of feel like my last few fights I've been a little too technical and not as mean. So tonight I kind of tried to flip the switch and bring something else out that I haven't shown before.
Win a title, that's one thing, but to do it in your home gym, all of your teammates here, the crowd went absolutely insane for you. For the time your music played walking out after the fight, you couldn't hear yourself think. It was so loud in here. What's that like?
It's amazing, you know, going to all these fights and doing all these events. Nothing's better than doing it at home and in front of people that love you and support you and are really there for you in the end. So I know no matter how big the lights are, no matter how big the stage is, nothing's going to compare to being at home and showing out in front of the crowd that's truly there for you.
Obviously you have the skills. Your wrestling is some of the best wrestling that we've seen in this area in a very, very long time. But I think one thing that people aren't talking about, you're very calm, you're super composed, your mental toughness is on a next level. Has that always come natural to you?
It hasn't, actually. If you go back and look at me wrestling in high school and everything, that's where most of my losses came from. I've always been one of the most talented guys, one of the top guys in the nation, and anything I've ever done, but being able to calm myself down, take a minute, and do what I do without all the stress, without all my thoughts, without my head getting in the way has been a big battle for me, and it's something I've worked on from the time I was a kid to now, and I'm always getting better at it. So.
Well, it's crazy to think about. You only made your amateur debut, I think it was May of 2024. Since that time, it's about 12, 13 months, so you've stayed very, very active, less than a year and a half. If someone told you when you made that debut here, Beaufort Brawl against Terrence McKenzie, that's 5 fights from now, you'd have 3 amateur titles, would you believe them?
I'd believe them, you know. Every time I step under the lights, I'm fighting for the biggest title in the world. That's all the mental training. If you practice like that and you think of it like that every day, no matter how big the lights are, you're just going to be able to go out there and do what you do, and you won't let anything get in your way. So.
Now for you, man, what's next? Where do you go from here?
I actually got a big opportunity in a little less than 5 weeks. I'll be up at Cage Fury fighting for their amateur 145-pound title, and 5 weeks from now I'll be coming back home with that belt too. So after that, I'm not sure, but just one step at a time and doing everything I can to make it to the top.
Absolutely. Well, hey, man, Trig, congratulations. Always a pleasure. That's Trig Tennant. I'm Carl Prusa. Stick around, fight fans.